Good morning. Good morning. This is Life, Pastor Kyle, the journey to a winning anyway life. I am your host for all things winning. Come on in this morning. Let's see what's going on with you this morning. Hope all is well. Got new music, so let me know, Sydney, if it's too loud. Hello, Maria. Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Love Day. Happy Friendship Day. Happy Relationship Day. Happy Heart Day for everything that you do. Maria Briscoe, I see you as well. Sydney, Tawanda Lottie, Kevin Matthews, Andrea Thomas. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday, Bree Piper. Be getting with you this week or next week, preparing for the next week, for the next session we're going to do. So let me know. Hello, Area Morgan. Again, good morning and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Bree say the music is good. I don't want it to be too loud over me when I'm talking the whole time. It's going to change a little bit in a minute. So, hello, Crystal Burton. Hope everything is well. Sydney, yeah, Kevin Matthews, come on. Kiara, good morning. Y'all come on in. Hope y'all are preparing for an amazing Friday. No matter what's happening in your life, you know, we win anyway. So we prepare for a Friday that's supernaturally blowing us away and blessing us. Hello, Shauna Speaks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want y'all to get ready to enjoy the day. It's going to be amazing. And so you make it amazing. You call it amazing. You declare it amazing. Good morning, Tisa Collier. And so you declare it amazing. You make it amazing. You speak it amazing. And then you live out what you've already spoken. Hello, Kenneth Davis. Hope y'all are preparing for this amazing day. You know, y'all call it Valentine's Day. But you live love every day. You live life loving. So you don't wait till a particular day to celebrate people in your life that you care about and you love. You do it every day, every day, every day. How's that music, Sydney? If you're not getting the kids together, I trust you, Bree. I'm just making sure, you know, because it's going to change in a minute and I don't want it to be too loud. If it does, y'all just let me know. I don't want to keep you long. It's 3 minutes in. Waiting for a few more people to join in. Hello, Eric Trotman and the Trotman family. Jerlyn Shelvin, good Friday morning. Hi there. Hope all is well. Brittany Long, good morning. God bless you. Good to see you. It's going to be a good day, y'all. It's going to be a good day. He said it's good. Okay. And so, and that's I had that music custom made for me. You won't hear that music anywhere else on anybody's live because it's being custom made for me now. My voice is over. Wonderful. That's a good thing. Tamisha Figaro. Hi there. Tawanda Lottie, what's going on? And so, thank you, Sydney. Thank you so very much. Listen, y'all, let's go and get into it. Aaron Fleeks, I'll speak to a few people as they come in. I want to get into it because this is going to be a real good lesson. This is talking about that, you know, I intertwined your emotions, which is like part 3 for emotions, but then part 2 for stress, something like that. So it's kind of, then my next one, I'll just make it part 4. I have some more good, super good notes that I'm ready to just drop on y'all. And the reason why I want to get there is because I'm doing more preparing. Hello, Tamla Riggs. Good to see you. See, you went to the show last night. You and I think Minister Holloway. Amazing. That's Jason's Lyrics is one of my favorite movies. Hello, Carlos. Because I was the drummer in the movie when they went to the park on the 4th of July. That was the choir I recorded with. I was the drummer on that movie, Jason's Lyrics. So if I knew I'd be with Jada Pinkett and Tretch and all these people, if I knew now who they were then, we were eating with them. We had our one place to eat. We were in front of my old church, actually in the grass of my old church, right in the front of the church. That's where it was recorded. In their parking lot was the park. And so, yeah, that was an amazing time. And so I hope y'all enjoyed last night. Good time. Listen, let's go to the lesson. I want to get to the lesson because, again, I'm preparing you for something that evidently God feels you need. I feel you need. I feel I need more of. So it's being developed in me as well on a different level, though. Oftentimes, when we deal with things from our stress, from our struggle, or from a lack of peace. And so now I want to really push you into that area and talk about seeking peace. I hope y'all ready. Are y'all ready? Okay. I want you to seek peace in yourself. And I don't want to just make it over one thing, over everything. Seek peace over everything, really. I'm making it about one thing, but I want to make it really about over your emotions, because that's where we respond from. Oftentimes we respond from our emotions. And so, seeking peace over your emotions. Here we go. Let's get into it. Hello, Charlotte Fisher. Charlotte Jones, good to see you. Listen, in this area of your life, you have to begin to make everything in your life work for you. There's nothing you can have that becomes a deficiency or a frustration, because if it is, the enemy is going to use it. And so you have to begin now to make peace work for you. Even in your struggle and even in your stress, you have to maintain your peace. I'll say it again. Even in your struggle, even in your stress, you have to maintain your peace. I'll talk a little further, to those who have time to stay on, about Band-Aids versus healing. Because as long as there's a Band-Aid, there is no complete healing. I'll tell you in a minute. We'll get there in a minute. It won't be long today, I hope. I'm going to try to walk you right through it. Because peace is what enables you to maintain your character, even in the face of stress and struggles. Got it? Peace is what enables you to maintain it in the face of your stress and your struggles. It enables you to do so. And if you don't have peace, then what will end up happening is it will expose something in you that you did not want to expose. Got it? So you have to make sure you understand that you're maintaining your peace in a certain way, that the enemy does not destroy you or destroy what you're working on. You got it? You have to make peace work for you. You really have to. And so the way you do it is you have to pay attention to your environment. And you have to learn to seek, even the Bible says, seek peace and pursue it. Hello, Rosin, good to see you. In your own life, you have to pay attention to your environment and learn to seek peace. Watch this, before the battle starts. Got it? Before the battle starts. Because sometimes you can see the battle, and instead of seeking peace, you choose your emotions. And sometimes you have to ignore your emotions and decide to choose peace. Got it? Here we go, Andrea Thomas. If that plan A does not work and the battle still comes, sometimes you need to call for a truce before your emotions, or the emotions of one or two or three other individuals involved, destroys the other individual. And most of the time, you only have arguments or frustration or disagreements with people that you care about. Hey, Elia Brooks, good to see you. Good to see you. Normally, you only have an opportunity to get close to someone because you care. And if you don't call the truce before your emotions are in place, you'll destroy one another based on your emotions. Hey, Danny Hen. And you want to be careful. Go ahead and just say, hey, Pam Chunili. Just go ahead and say, look, give me a minute. I feel disappointed. I feel frustrated. I feel disrespected, or I feel rejected. You have to say that. Now, remember now, disappointment, frustration, and rejection are your emotions. But being what's the word I want to use? Being offended is your choice. So you let them know, this is how it made me feel. But then in other words, now let's negotiate a little bit. Negotiation, Maria, means you have to allow one another to share why they feel the way they feel and what you did, while you give the other person an opportunity to explain why their behavior went the way it did. Because sometimes people can't see or hear how and what they do until they say it. Then it sounds as crazy as it was with them doing it. Hello, Keith and Deja. Good to see y'all. It sounds just as crazy, but they don't see it when it happens. And so the whole goal is not to be who's right, who's wrong. Got it? The whole goal, Leah Brooks said, let me know when y'all have Family and Friends Day. Every Sunday, any Sunday you want to come, it's Family and Friends Day. I'll name it Family and Friends Day any Sunday you want to come. I can do that. I can talk to the leader, and I promise you he'll agree with me. Here we go. The whole goal is not to just have conversation. Hello, Laura Rubin. The goal is that you come to a resolve. It's a strange word right there. A resolve. Yeshua speaks, being offended is a choice. It's a choice, and offense has to be intentional. Offense is not something that happens on accident. Got it? I step on your toe coming in church and now you are offended. It was an accident. Now, if I already told somebody I don't like you and I step on your toe, that's totally different. Got it? So when you have these conversations, when you're seeking peace over your emotions, it requires listening with the intent to understand what's being said so you can come to a resolve. Not making sure that you act like you're the smartest person in the room so you get to say what you want to say and say, that's what I meant. That's what I said. Well, if you can't articulate what you're thinking out of the mouth that's on your body, then maybe you should take the time to be a little less vocal until you're able to unify the structure of your life, your body, your mind, your mouth, and your motives. Because if you say something that's not what you mean, and you consistently say, that's what I said, but that's not what I meant, then you need to see somebody about that. Because you shouldn't be saying things you don't mean out of the mouth that you control. That's why peace is being sought. What's happening is that's your emotions that's speaking. And normally when you're speaking and saying things, you're really trying to say something that sounds good to either shut up the person that you're having conversation with or to sound more intellectual than the person. And you end up sounding less intellectual than the person. So now you're frustrated and now you respond out of your emotions. And you miss the peace of coming together. Okay, let's do it again. So I'm serious. Here we go. So, this is why you have to avoid allowing, hey, Canvas Book of Sap, Sarah Price, good morning. Avoid allowing negative emotions to control your conversations. Because if they control your conversation, then you have a conversation, it'll just be full of emotions. What you should be doing is in a conversation is verbally assuring the other person that what they say matters so they won't feel rejected. Again, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. This is really a good Valentine's Day message, because if you don't like what's happening in your Valentine life, then maybe you should check the person who's been seeding and sowing into your life for a long time. That's you. Listen, here's the deal. Nobody likes to argue. Well, some people do, but no mature person likes to argue consistently. They'll seek peace over emotions any day. The more we commit to getting involving ourselves to overcoming our emotions in a peace realm, we commit to getting a resolve. The less chance you have that negative emotions will destroy the whole relationship. 34 of you on here, 22 of you have liked it. Let's repeat this again. Please like or love the post when you're on here so you leave your track where you are. That's how Gary D. Chapman says it. In the 5 love languages, you got to learn how to deal with the love language based on what the other person understands, not just based on what you're giving. And so what happens is you often settle in your emotions. How do I know when I've settled for my emotions and I've missed the lesson of peace in the moment? How do I know when I've settled? Let me tell you how you know. When you choose to take offense when there isn't any. When there's no offense, when it's just a person's truth and you take offense to it. That's when you know you've settled to deal with your emotions over peace. I'll move further, Maria. You have to choose not to take offense, which means quickly forgiving other people and then putting yourself in a state of being to be forgiven as well, because nobody's perfect, y'all. So you have to be honest with yourself. That's difficult sometimes because most people think that they're already perfect and they're already good, so they have a right to judge everybody else except themselves. So they surround themselves with people they can judge, never surrounding themselves with people who can tell them when they're wrong. Dr. Robert Bailey, God bless you, sir. Good to see you, man. So to recover, you have to deal with the authentic you. To recover after you've been in an emotional battle and you're in an emotional wreck and you're seeking peace and you're trying to pull yourself into a place where you can win anyway, you have to then deal with the authentic you. How do I deal with it? I have to deal with the holes that are in my life, not HOLES, the holes, the falling points, the disappointments. I have to deal with the holes that are in my life and in my emotions. And I know I have them because when something goes wrong and I don't like how it feels, I blame everyone else except the person who's present for all my disappointments. And that's me. I have to take some blame for myself eventually. Because when a person, watch this, you'll know who they are. When a person turns a good situation into what they perceive as a bad situation, every time, you know it's their filter. Yeah, come on. When a person turns a good situation or a great situation into a bad situation, then you know it's their filter, not the situation. You got it? Okay, here we go. You ever see a person who thinks everyone and everything is against them? Anybody, if you've seen that, say something. You ever seen a person who thinks everything and everyone is against them? And they think that way so long. Let me wait. Have you ever seen people who think that everyone and everything is against them? So everything they say comes from an offended place or comes on the defense. Lakeisha, right? I see you. Everything you say, it's a rebuttal. Everything you say is a debate. Everything you say is not real. Everything you say is wrong. Everything you say is not them. Everything you say is someone else. Even when things are good, they always say something is wrong with what's good. If you can't ever get out of that space, then your filter is jacked up. If you can't ever remove from the space of you thinking that you're it being it, you are already messed up. And the bad part is everybody sees your filter but you. That's why your environments are important. That's why your environments are important. You have to know it's the filter and not your situation. Watch this. Watch this. They think like that so long that they reject the people who are for them. They allow people who left them, who didn't value them, who were users, who were abusers. The bad part is they allowed those people to do so much damage, and they didn't take the time to heal properly. Even when God sent them the people to help them heal, they then treated those people as if they were the ones that left. And once they realize that people care enough to stay, they tend to not heal quickly. They abuse them more. So they've been there so long. They talk themselves, here we go, Geraldine, into resting inside their own box of dysfunction. They call it rest because they built the box. It's their box of dysfunction. Dr. Kendra Greenhouse, good to see you, man. And it's their box of dysfunction because it's full of their emotions. And they miss, watch this, they're in their own box, but they miss the love and the peace that's knocking at the door. Because they never healed from what they went through. And they miss so much of life thinking like that. They miss so much of life that when you talk to them, they can verify, they can justify, they can explain why they are the way they are, but they continue to be the same. You ever met people like that? They complain about why they're the way they are. They complain about where they are, but they remain the same. And they continue to complain. Because the dysfunction of their emotions won't allow peace to come in. Good morning, Tony Addison. They remain that way too long. So the dysfunction of their emotions and the dysfunction of the box they place themselves in won't allow peace to come in. Peace at the door knocking. Love at the back door knocking. Peace at the front door knocking. They won't let it in. They say, I'm dealing with my peace. This is my peace. When really it's their dysfunctions and it's an emotional dysfunction. I gotta go. I won't keep y'all long. Listen. So what do I do with that? I saw somebody say, what do I do? Somebody asked her, well, how do I handle it? Here's how you handle it. You have to acknowledge the past. I'm not gonna dog people out. It is what it is. It was what it was. I'm not gonna dog people out. I'm not gonna do that. Got it? I'm gonna acknowledge the past, but sometime I gotta release it. Anything or anyone that's not growing with you, release it. Allow it or them to grow at their own pace. You're not throwing them away. You're allowing them the space to grow the way they want to grow, but not allowing it to hinder your growth. Release it. Allow them to grow at their own pace, but you can't carry the weight of it on you. Okay. Valentine's Day. Okay. You got to qualify having a true Valentine and not just connecting because your dysfunctional box is the same. You're having a conversation. I'm where I am for you because it is. I'm where I am for you because it is. So neither one of us are really here for each other. We're really here as a result of who we're not there for. Y'all didn't get that. Y'all didn't get that. We're not trying to create hell together, heaven together. We're not trying to create heaven's destiny or kingdom relationship for our life. We're really only here because we're both running from hell, and we've not taken time to get healed from the burns. Good morning, Solomon. Good to see you, man. We're not taking time to get healed from the burns. Instead, we're just running into each other because we're running from the fire. So when we get to each other, we're both just Vaseline and wraps for each other. We still have no idea who we ran into. And we're not seeking peace. We're seeking healing for our emotion. We're not seeking peace for our life, because healing for emotion takes time. Here we go, Canvas. Okay. I think I told y'all earlier, so I'll go there now. You can't carry the weight of other people on you. You have to let go of your past failures. You have to let go of your past regrets. You have to let go of your past pain that's holding you back. And then you can begin to heal. Here we go, Mr. Ricks. Then you begin to heal, because it starts with acceptance and forgiveness. Watch this. Most of us will deal with a Band-Aid. And sometimes under the Band-Aid, there's moisture, which has created wetness, which has created a lack of air getting to what's been messed up. What's up, Roy? So what's under the Band-Aid, we'd rather keep it covered, because if I uncover it, I might bump it and it might hurt. So we'd rather deal with what's not healed under the Band-Aid instead of ripping the Band-Aid off. It may hurt for a few seconds, but that's the only way healing begins. And so most people are walking Band-Aids. There is no healing because they're still covering what they were running from. Band-Aid versus healing. We think when there's a Band-Aid, it's healing. Not always. Sometimes people are just protecting their scar. And in reality, the scar should remind them, don't enter. Okay, yeah. They're protecting the scar. Hey, Chriselle. But they're not healing. So how y'all do it? I got to renew my mindset. I have to renew my mindset. Because if I don't renew my mindset, Brittany, it's identical to a car on cruise control. If I don't renew my mindset, really renew it, then the minute I take the Band-Aid off and I feel like I'm not healing properly, then I tend to cover the pain again. So now I'm walking around with the past failures, the past regret, the past pain. I'm carrying it with me. I go back to where I set the cruise control, to what's common and what's comfortable, instead of moving forward anyway and realizing that healing is ahead. That's how I seek peace over my emotions. I don't allow my emotions to dictate where I'm going. I go ahead and get there, because if I allow my emotions to get there, you'll see the same process again. I don't have to judge the process when I see it consistent. It's your process, not mine. So you have to shift your perspective. You have to embrace uncomfortable growth. All growth is uncomfortable. There's no good growth. In the gym, it's uncomfortable. Changing your diet, it's uncomfortable. Speeding up your walking time. All growth is uncomfortable. So you have to see it as worthy. Worth it or worthiness. Got it? Shift your perspective. Embrace uncomfortable growth. And then you have to cultivate a winning attitude that pushes your progress in life. Not stresses you out, pushes your progress. It'll be stress until you begin to see results. What's up, Shamar Bruce? It'll be stress until you see the results. Once you see the results, the stress will leave. It's like working out. You work out 2 or 3 days and your scale don't change. You work out 2 or 3 days and the scale don't change. On day 3, the scale changes and you drop 2 pounds. You're not stressed anymore. You're not stressed anymore. Now is when you begin to take intentional steps towards your peace. Hey, Lady Franklin, good to see you, Deborah Franklin. And then you have to make sure that you are seeking peace over your emotions. Got it? Because recovery is what it's going to take. It's going to take being responsible. It's going to take being honest and accountable. Now, those aren't excuses, those are patterns. You can't mess up, do the same stupid stuff over and over and over again, and then, okay, I can't say stupid, and do the same things over and over and over again, and then say, now I'm in recovery. This is why I did it. Now I'm not being responsible. Now I'm not honest, nor am I accountable. That's not how that works. Those are processes you put in place so you don't go back to dealing with your emotions and do damage, because eventually somebody you're doing damage to is not going to be available for you. Last points and I'm done. So how do I do it? Number 1, I evaluate. Here are my pillars. I have to identify my peace disruptors. What is in my life that disrupts my peace? Not what, okay, hear me very well. Recognize the patterns and triggers that disturb my inner peace. Watch this. I gotta say this because some of y'all are real smart, so I have to say it for the smart people. I'm not referring to the things that challenge your laziness, because that's the difference in the cultural mindset. You call it disturbing your peace. Okay, let me be a little messy. I call and say, why didn't you work out? Why didn't you go walking? You get mad, and you call me a person who disturbs your peace, when really I only challenge your laziness. You said you want to commit. You said you want the results. You told me what you wanted. You told me how you wanted it. So then I push you. You become accountable. I tell you what you should do. You get mad because I tell you what you should do when you don't want to do it. And you call me a person who disturbs your inner peace, when really I just challenge your laziness. Number 2, I'm moving. Then you have, number 1, you have to evaluate. Number 2, you have to educate. What do you mean? You have to educate yourself by redefining what peace really means to you. What does peace really mean to you? Because peace is not silence. That's not what peace is. Peace, you're looking for the satisfaction of peace, and that's not silence. You're looking for the satisfaction of peace. You're looking for the accomplishment of peace. You're looking for the completion of peace. Like, so when I'm satisfied when I do something, so now I have peace. I accomplished something I set out to do, so now I have peace. I completed what I said I was going to do, even though it was difficult. Now I have peace. Not the silence of peace after doing nothing. That's not peace. Peace is, understand this, peace is not the absence of challenges, but it's the ability to navigate through them with clarity and maturity. It's not comfortable, but I still have peace because I know I'm going somewhere. It's not the absence of challenges, it's the ability to navigate clearly and with clarity and maturity. I'm doing the best I can, Maria, what I have. I'm trying my best. You got it? I'm pushing. So I have to learn a different perspective on peace. So I have to deal with peace in all the areas of my life, not just me being quiet. No. How's the peace in my mind, my mental? Does my mental have peace? Are my emotions guided by peace? So am I cultivating my emotions to be as mature as my mind is? Or is my mind mature, but my emotions unstable? I have to look at my mental, look at my emotional. How is my spiritual peace? Am I good with God? Do I pray when God says pray? Can God trust me to be obedient in my spirit? How is my peace in my relationships, relational? How I have peace with other people? I can't talk and say I'm good with me, but I'm not good with nobody else. I don't get along with nobody else. Got it? So I'm trying to figure out what level of peace should I be working on, whichever area is the weakest. Because what you have to do is begin to study the successful habits of other people who walk in peace, who live in peace. You got to study their habits, their mindfulness, always thinking about others, their gratefulness and gratitude, always grateful to God for what they have, even what they don't have. And even sometimes you have to set boundaries to keep your peace. Boundaries does not mean a brick wall. It just means knowing what length to keep people at who cannot handle or do not know how to live based on your terms in your circle, in your life. So number one, here we go, y'all. Here we go again. Number one, y'all know my pillars: evaluate, educate. Here's the third one: execute. How do I execute? Easy. By taking complete ownership of my peace. Putting peace first, letting everything else follow. My emotions follow, my spiritual follow, my physical follow, my mental follow, but I'm seeking peace. How do I do it? By having daily affirmations and taking time daily to meditate. Develop peace every morning. Then you'll find out you'll do something. You'll excel, because peace will become a power tool for you. It'll become, I'm not going to let this disturb my peace. You'll find out, watch this, that peace gives you more control. Ooh, yes, it does. So in your decision making, be peaceful. Got it, Carlos? In your decision making, be peaceful. In your leadership skills or your career, be peaceful. Don't be known as the person that's not peaceful. It's dangerous for your future. Even in your personal growth, be known as somebody who's always peaceful. Watch this, who even brings peace. That's how you will strengthen relationships, by resolving conflict. Or here's the word again, by finding or getting a resolve based on a peace-first mindset. I'm not trying to upset you. I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm not trying to frustrate you. I'm trying to make sure we have resolve with peace. Yeah, peace is the goal. And my last number 5 is the extra added. When a boat is a ship or even a cruise ship, when it docks, it moves through waters, through turbulent times, through frustrating waters, through waves. But even when it's calm, it keeps moving. When it gets to the dock, it drops an anchor. It drops an anchor, so no matter what the water is doing, the boat will always remain at peace. Here's what you want in your life. You don't want to seek peace after an argument. Seek peace after a fight. Seek peace after frustration. Seek peace after a loss. Here's what you want your anchor to be. You want peace as a lifestyle. You want to have peace. You want to have peace over your emotions, because the only person who loses in your emotions is you. You lose your time, you lose your effort, you lose your blood pressure, you lose advancement, you lose momentum because you're frustrated. But peace will help you to navigate through the water in spite of all of that. Because real peace is not to be used in stressful moments, like prayer is not either. It's to be a guide. Peace will help you avoid stress, not handle stress, because you enter with peace. It's a lifestyle. Today, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to commit to making peace a non-negotiable situation in your life. In every aspect of your life, make peace your non-negotiable. Seek peace over your emotions. Remember, your feelings and your emotions may be valid, but they may not be accurate. Because if you've not matured at the process or not moved with forgiveness or you have not been prayerful, then even the emotion and the feelings that you're feeling are still filtered by a lack of peace. So it either your emotions are you wanting to be heard, or you wanting to win, or you wanting to fight with someone who does not understand who and what they are in your life or to you, or understand who you feel like they are and how you value them. If you don't have peace, your emotions will take over and you will lose. You may win the battle, but you'll lose the war. Because nobody wants to battle when there's the possibility of peace. What's your choice? Go to war or go to the beach? Today is the day where you find out my feelings are my feelings. My emotions are my emotions. And they may be valid. I have a right to feel that way if I'm going to operate out of my emotions. But the minute I operate out of peace, they're no longer accurate for where I'm going. They may feel good, me saying how I feel right now. But for where I'm going, I need to do more than that. I need to build more than that, because where I'm going is to build a lifestyle of peace. So I'll make sure that I seek peace over my emotions this time. So today, don't allow this love day to become a drab day for you because you got in your emotions about something you felt or you thought. Take the time everywhere you go. Don't just love on who loves you, but especially love on those who take the effort to love on you before they start giving you the same energy. They love how you love. Woo, how would that be? They love when you love. You don't, they don't. Tell them Rick said beach. I feel you. Any day of the week. Peace. So today, I want to encourage you. Have an amazing day. Seek peace over your emotions and allow yourself to have some resolve. There's a whole world of blessing waiting on you, but you'll never get it with your struggles. You'll never get it with your stress. You'll never get it operating out of your emotions, even though you feel like your emotions gets out what you're feeling. Well, tell the person, I'm emotional. Be fair. Tell them, I'm emotional right now. And then allow them to open the door for you to be emotional and get it all out. And after you're emotional, return to your normal state of peace. Don't be a person who's overly emotional that missed the peace. And then don't be a person who lock yourself in when you know people, watch this, enjoy your peace or feed off your peace. You are controlling, you're manipulative, and you're toxic. Why? Because your thing is, I'm doing what's best for me. I don't care about them. Okay, but then when they find someone else to really care about, and then you need them and they're unavailable, then don't say they're shysty. Don't say they're shady. Just realize you've not opened the door for their peace. Your deficiency is dangerous, especially when it turns on you. Hey, today, take the time. Seek peace over all the things in your life that's going wrong and going crazy. Peace will be a blessing to you. I'm going to make sure you get it. Why is God dropping these lessons over and over? To make sure we're situated in circumstances so we don't allow our emotions to drive us. That's why we're sitting here. But today, it's because I want to see you win. I want to see you win in the areas where you've struggled for the last 3 years. I want to see you win in the first 3 months of the year. How? Because you've switched your trajectory and realized my perspective was wrong. I can now seek peace over my emotions. It does not mean I don't have the emotion. I just can't let it control me because it's cost me too much. It's cost me real friends. Y'all missed it. It's cost me real friends. Like I have real friends that left. And we say things like, if they was my friend, they wouldn't have left. No, they left because they were tired of dealing with your dysfunction. Because you were operating out of a toxic place of emotion. That's why they left. That's why they pulled back. Because you keep displaying toxic traits. And because they're seeking peace and you're not, then you're bringing toxic situations into peaceful situations. Why not advance your life by opening up your life to God, making sure He's able to make you peace? Seek peace and pursue it. God will always have your back, and heaven will always back you up. This is Life Pastor Kyle signing out for the day. I want you to know, whatever's in your life, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how many struggles or how much stress you have, know this: you can win anyway if you just seek peace and pursue it. God bless. And go past that. Seek peace over your emotions. Deal with your emotions after the peace is settled, and you'll see what life brings to you. God bless. Have a good day. Peace.